Democrats 30 years ago would be shocked at what has happened to their party. If they could fast forward decades, they wouldn't recognize it. All of a sudden, the party, as a party, is aggressively sexualizing children, not just drag queen story hours, not just the mutilation of children, sexual mutilation, the name of gender ideology, but pushing graphic sexualization in schools on little kids. And at the same time, many of our leaders are refusing to punish pedophiles. So Stefani Lord is a state representative in New Mexico and has noticed this, and she's tried to get a couple of bills passed that punish child sex abusers, and they've been rejected by Democrats. So now she has a new idea. Her idea is chemical castration isn't just for kids. How about doing it to pedophiles too? Stefani Lord is a New Mexico state representative. She joins us tonight. Stefani, thank you so much for coming on. So rather than have us characterize your idea, if you wouldn't mind explaining what it is.
Thank you, Tucker. It's an honor to be on your show, and I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm glad you're giving me this opportunity to talk about this. So I want to make something really clear. In New Mexico, the majority of people in our state are moderate Democrats, but unfortunately, we've got some progressive Democrats that are pushing forward some radical ideology. So my first session, when I was up here, there was quite a few bills to be soft on criminals, let criminals out, give them, special things that they wouldn't normally have. So I kept presenting amendments that said, okay, well, you want to let the criminals out early. How about not pedophiles? How about we don't be nice and don't give them special treatment? Yeah, how about that? And so I even presented an amendment about let's not let them cut children's hair, because that idea actually disgusts me, to have them put their hands on children. And every amendment I presented was shot down, literally. So it really got me thinking, so what can I do? What is something that I can do in this next session when I got reelected? What can I do? And I happened to see this bill in Tennessee that was based off the Alabama bill on chemical castration. I looked at it, I thought, this is a great idea. This is a way to, a tool that we can use to keep these pedophiles away from our children. That's all that I wanted. That's all I ever wanted out of this.
So have you considered calling it puberty blockers? If you did that, maybe every Democrat in New Mexico would vote for it.
That's a great idea. Well, that is what's frustrating. It's the few progressives that we have, because we have some actually really good Democrats, but the progressive ideology has taken over, and it's frustrating because I was a Democrat until 1997. I don't even recognize the party anymore. But yeah, the whole goal for me, I'm very passionate, and it comes from my heart. I just don't want pedophiles to get any special treatment or to be allowed early out of prison.
Well, I've got to think, I know New Mexico, and you're right, it's a very moderate state, mostly Democrats. I would think the majority of people in New Mexico, the voters, would be in favor of this.
Yes, I think the voters are definitely in favor of this, because I don't know anybody that's on the side of pedophiles. The problem is that I have more leeway on my side of the party. I can disagree with my party all day long, and I do. They'll tell you that. If I don't feel that something is correct or right for my district, I won't vote for them. But I think there's more of a push on their side where they have to align, and it's all or nothing. Yeah. So I think they got some pushback on that, and that's really unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart insight. They stick together. That's where their power is. They know it. And it works, unfortunately. Stefani Lord, thank you so much for joining us tonight.